Racing is full of great family stories, and here in Western Australia, father and son Ray and Grant Williams are key players across two racing codes. Ray, you've sort of grabbed the limelight here a little bit with this pace of Magnificent Storm. Instead of you being Grant's dad, he's Ray's son at the moment.
It's unbelievable, Adam, isn't it? Yeah, but yeah, we get on really good, and it's very handy for me to give Grant Alana a ring every now and again and ask for a few tips. And and as you said, he does a bit with me too, not as often as I do to him, but of course. Yeah.
It's sort of winding back the clock a little bit, isn't it, Grant? Because you work so closely together back in your harness racing days, and we'll talk about that soon. But this must be a beautiful time for you to share with Dad as well.
Oh, definitely, and all the people we've got involved, they were involved, they've been involved with us for years now. But it's just so good to have someone to throw some questions at. At the moment, Dad's doing it to me. I've been in that thing where I've been throwing it to him just to sort of steady you, let you know that the decisions you're making are the right ones. Yeah, it's a good time.
You've made the shift into thoroughbreds as well, but you still have that passion for harness, which you started out in?
Yeah, I probably don't get here as much as, what I'd like to, but Friday nights, that's probably one of the reasons I went into the gallops. It makes it a long week, but we watch it all. And like I said, we've still got all our mates and that are involved in a lot of Dad's trotters and a few of the gallopers.
How good is this horse, Magnificent Storm? There are moments where he's looked as though he's simply a level above the horses here.
Yeah, he's a really easy horse to train, bit of a laid-back character. Yeah, and it's been a really good ride for me, especially at my age, to get a horse like this. And everybody seems to have more of a high opinion of him than I do, as you know, Adam. But you kind of try and keep it low key a little bit. Yeah, he's made our life really, really good at the moment. Yeah, and as Grant said, we've got lots of really good owners behind the scene, and I'm lucky enough to have my daughter helping me, and now my grandson. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Did you think he was a star from the moment he arrived across from New Zealand?
No, not on the track. When he hit the track, but it was low grades, and he went through them. And after he won about his first 4 or 5, I thought we've got something here, and he just kept on taking that step.
Those big races in WA, Grant, are just around the corner for Magnificent Storm. I mean, on what you've seen of him, is he clearly going to be the horse to beat in the Freo and WA Cups?
Yeah, I think so, Adam. I think Dad and Aldo they're still going through a process of working out exactly what's best for him. From my eye, he looks like he's still got a couple of little tricks up his sleeve, but he's definitely got the ability.
And then beyond that, quite great timing for you is this new $1 million slot race. Of course, all 3 codes over here are going to have their slot races. A harness one called the Nullarbor, and your team have got a slot in the race.
As I said to you before, there's a lot of good racing over here in Perth at the moment, with your Pacing Cup and a few other good money races coming up. So yeah, it'd be nice if he carries on to go to that race, and it's pretty good timing because I think that's about April or something. So it gives him time to go through the Pacing Cups and Fremantle Cups and still just be able to have a little rest and then keep going. So.
Grant, from the harness point of view, all 3 codes, it seems as though it's given racing a boost over here, these 3 slot races, and whether it's this year or next year, you'll certainly, yourself and Alana will be keen to be part of it.
Yeah, it's probably just come 12 months early for us, but it's been great what the WA Racing have done. You see Sydney, they just keep improving. Melbourne are trying to chase them, so they've got off their butts and done something. It's really good for racing over here.
It certainly is. Now, yourself and Alana, it's a new chapter for you. You had those amazing years of incredible success with Bob Peters, and what are you, sort of about 12 months into going your own way as well. It's a big move, and it's obviously been a bit challenging.
No, definitely. We're just coming up to 12 months now, and won't be lying, it's been a bit tough. We had to go out and pretty much restock the shelves with everything. So there's a lot of work involved there, and a lot of patience as well, because these horses we've bought, a lot of them aren't 2-year-olds, so we've just got to go through the process, put them in and out, and probably March, April next year it'll start sort of paying its way, hopefully.
You got some good young stock coming through, haven't you? I know you're looking towards derbies and oaks and races like that.
Yeah, look, we've got a really good system that was proven when we had Bob's horses. That we're not going to change anything that way. Obviously, we might try and get a few of the 2-year-olds to run a bit earlier, but I think our niche was the 3-year-olds and the classics, so we're still going to, I'd love to be knocking him off in a couple of those races.
You haven't got your own Arcadia Queen coming through?
Not yet, but you never know, there might be one around the corner.
Exactly. She'd be the best you've trained?
She's one of. We have this conversation a little bit of late, and there's half a dozen there, but she's probably definitely up there. There was a filly called Perfect Reflection. She sort of succumbed to injury. She was right up there as well. So there's probably half a dozen that there wouldn't be too much between.
Can you leave us with 1 or 2 horses to follow out of the stable?
I've got a 3-year-old Dundeel gelding that only had one start, Axeman's Jazz. Lan's actually bred it, we've syndicated it. He's had one start at Northam, he won. I think Dad might have a little share in here, or Mum and Dad have, yeah. Yeah. And the filly that raced in the Guineas this year, Linden Lady, she's probably my leading Oaks chance, but you know, they profile really good for that carnival. And there'll be a couple of others that go there too, but taking them into it, I think I'd be going in there thinking I could knock one of them races off.
And you've been involved in some nice harness horses along the way, but needless to say, this is your best Magnificent Storm. You excited about the next few months?
Oh, of course, mate. I mightn't show it, but I am, yeah, deep down. But yeah, he's,
aren't you, really?
but yeah, he's the best I've had, mate. I've had some handy ones, and a lot more since Grant and Alana. Well, Grant went into the racing with Alana and that, and so I've been lucky enough the owners have stuck with me, and we've had some nice horses come through. You know, no Magnificent Storms, but Pacific Warriors and Workmanshire and, you know, Cyclone Band, all horses that won pretty good races down here. And so, yeah, pretty excited, mate. So,
what would it mean for both of you to win, say, a WA Cup?
Oh, great. Yeah,
it'd be a good one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what I said to you, talking to you over the last months. My main thing is pushing towards our local cup, which is the Pacing Cup, and I'm sure Grant thinks the same way. You just like to, you know, it'd be nice to go east with a horse, and one day hopefully this horse will keep going and I will go east. But yeah, at the moment it'd be great here.
Things are shaping well for 2023. All the best, guys.
Thanks mate. Good on you.